So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's going to air one out right away. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chiefs. So they tried the deep shot downfield on this initial drive. And, Greg, maybe they saw something, but instead they saw the defense run back the other way for the first points of the game.
Yeah, Mike, but you know what? I like the call. I like early in the game trying to be aggressive and trying to establish yourself throwing the ball down the field. But as you said, that was a disaster. You took an early shot, and the defense not only creates the turnover, they're able to take it all the way back the other way for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On play action, Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
All right.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Hey, rip list.
Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Hey, 15. Hey, yellow. Hey, go gun. Fire down these two. Fire down these. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, KC.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Hey, 57. 15. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 5.
Yellow. Right side.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. They'll try to get back to the line. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Easy. Come back.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, Sunday. Yellow. Right side.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
On the quick, right?
Throwing is Stroud. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to be 4th down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Attack, attack! Come back! Attack!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Yellow!
To throw is Mahomes. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll go. It's Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Yellow!
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down
and he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Certain guys just have a knack for making splash plays, and I don't even think you can really coach it. I mean, this guy, first he has a pick, now a sack. He comes up with a fumble recovery, Mike. He's getting the football equivalent of a hat trick, and there's no mistake about it. This guy is balling.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, Mahomes. He'll check that down to Pacheco. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
57, color. Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now, Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man, left side. He's got it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. as they continue to wear this defense out. They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, let's go.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the 2nd half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. This one is really close, Mike. He makes the catch, but I don't think he's able to establish that possession with both feet in bounds. Could have been a really nice pickup, but instead, it's going to result in an incompletion.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, 43. Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league, and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Yellow. 15.
A give here to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Easy.
Here's the handoff to Pacheco, running left. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Good blocking, and he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
All right.
On play action, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down. Now, Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Second and 7. Now, Stroud. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Still on the move. And he will score. Takedown. Touchdown, Texans. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10 now from the 36.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Return.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
Hey, 43. Hey, Sunday. 43.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. They're called in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Why, Tony? Hey, south.
Higgins sent in motion. Stroud to throw here on first down. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Texans 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, dribble it. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Easy.
Throwing is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one